Do we have video? Do we have video? Now, how do I see my chat? How do I tell if I have audio? I don't know. Well, we have audio. I see Granbeck. I have no idea what the delay is on this, though. And how do I get a chat? How do I get chat integration on here? I'm on the wrong scene. Let's go bottom left. Does I have good connection? I can turn all this off because that's all Twitch related. I mean, there's the chat over on the side. I guess that's how you do it. It's not like a built-in chat thing. I wish I could flip that. Granny popped in. I know nothing. You know nothing? Are you still there, actually? I don't like that this thing has concurrent viewer number on there. I know nothing, too. That's why I'm doing it like a test stream. I know nothing also. Okay, so that's how I type in the chat. So that's kind of annoying. I know they're just working on adding chat support in the streaming software that I use. Of course, we have like there's no commands, there's no bot, there's no nothing for this stream right now, right? Anyway, I'm just gonna let it roll and see how the quality is versus. Oh, he can type in chat. I can. So there's like so what I have right now is the gameplay on the center monitor right in front of me, like you are on top of that monitor, and then over here is my OBS on my laptop, and over there is a monitor with showing my stream quality and chat, but chat is on the so I'm in the center here. Chat is in the furthest possible spot from where I am sitting for me to read. You couldn't be possible any further away from where I'm looking right now, so that's different. There's a lot of ins and outs to this. And what I want to do is I'll just put a thing in the Gilded letting people know that I am live on here running a little test stream, because there's no notifications or anything going out either. But yeah, I mean, overall, it didn't seem too difficult to get going. Yeah, uncomfy placement of chat. It's way, way, way off from where I'm sitting, right? So that's kind of annoying. It almost feels like I need to go. Well, they're building it into being an OBS. How will I live? I mean, you will be fine. I don't feel like it's very different for you. There's a lot of stuff that is different. Like, they don't have as much support, right? Their UI is pretty basic on here. But what I want to do is, the idea is to kind of at least understand how this works, get a rough idea anyway, And if the if watch time on here counts towards me getting monetized on YouTube, I should probably do that a little bit, right? Because it will help sustain what I do as a streamer, right? Because like right now my the money is like, that's how I buy games and stuff, right? And upgrades for the stream. So things have gone down on Twitch, so I'm like, okay, well, I gotta diversify a bit. Also, hi man. Hey cauliflower. That's why my name is a nickname. Oh, your first name shall be known. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you might want to make, like, I don't know, like anytime you type in a chat on here, like if you comment on like a video or something like that, that's what your YouTube account is, I think, right? I mean, I generally don't either. It's just this is all new territory for me, right? So it's not, this is like I said yesterday in the Gilded server, what I'm going to do on here, don't get it mistaken, this has nothing to do with like me thinking Twitch is dying or anything like that. What this is me trying this, and this will be where I do my pop-up streams, right? Because I do that typically. I have my 4 scheduled streams on Twitch, right? And then occasionally I'm just like, oh, I got some extra time, I'm gonna go live on Twitch. Instead of doing that, I might go live on YouTube, right? And for just those pop-up streams. And that's just like, why not understand this a little bit before before I ever really get monetized on here. That's my plan anyway. If you need help with YouTube streaming, ask Bob. I'm sure he'll help. Yeah, he has a lot of experience on here too, right? So I totally will probably actually ask him. It was easy to set. That's the thing. It was easy to set up. Now the ins and outs of it, that's what I'm concerned about. Like what I've seen is like your VODs can really apparently leaving your VODs is really good, but it can also harm your overall video. YouTube recommending your regular content, your non-live content. So it's all, I got to figure that out. Whether that's a rumor or not, who knows? Except I also use Granbeck places. So what am I really complaining about? I mean, I knew your name was Sarah and Granbeck. I mean, whatever, right? But yeah, so I'm gonna see. I want to see how the gameplay looks on here. Realistically, the only thing I had to change was just take the stream key off of YouTube and add it on to swap it from Twitch to YouTube. Hopefully the audio's okay. It should be similar to what I usually have. So what I want to do is I just want to run like a little test stream. Without running a test, you don't know if the quality's any good. I know that YouTube's a lot different in the gaming market, or for the streaming market. It's not like the games I play typically are very unpopular on YouTube streaming. But that's fine. I feel like there's some serious delay. I don't know like how bad the delay is, right? Like when I watch my thing up there, there's like serious delay. And I have low latency checked off. I don't have like the ultra low latency because I don't think my internet's good enough. It will be, but I don't think my internet is good enough to run that right now. Okay, there's our first little issue. That was different. I don't know what that was. That was like a serious like spike in something. Well, I was actually doing stuff, so I'm gonna head out. Happy test streaming. Hey, thanks for popping in though, Granny. I appreciate you popping in just to see even what's going on. I don't really know how this is gonna go. But we'll find out. I won't be on here for too long, but I gotta find out what's going on. And then I can watch it back myself and try and troubleshoot a little bit. YouTube likes their high bit rates, so I'm curious to see if I can even stream on YouTube right now at a decent quality. And then starting hopefully next week or so, my bit rate will be much higher. Hey, no worries, Cauliflower. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you guys at least stopping in to say hi, because this is just like a quick little test run, right? I want to check things out and see if, even if I go live for like an hour on here, I can get at least a sample size and go from there. I was going to try... We have the stuff for Scintillating Feast already, I believe. Right? Or no. We have the stuff for Ice Wine already. But I'm just curious. I'm just curious to see how this will go. I don't expect like viewership bumps and stuff like that. I don't expect like a huge amount of viewership. What I'm hoping for is an experience where I can kind of just troubleshoot it and figure it out.
Something else.
As a first timer on here. Let's go. Oh, do we roll it one more time? Do it one more time.
What else is there?
Okay, we're not getting any luck here. What even do I have for her? A special? I could see live streaming hurting your non-live content, and that would be a question that I would have. Because if that's the case, I would have to start a whole separate channel just for live streaming on here. I don't know, right? I gotta, like Cauliflower said, I gotta ask some people that are in the know, that have streamed on the platform. Maybe Marv knows. I don't know. I do believe there's space to grow on the platform. That's the thing. I do believe there's space to grow on this platform. It's just a matter of making, carving out my own spot, kind of. Why not? You know what? Let's do this. Yum. Then we don't really need to worry about getting strong drink as much.
Ready, sisters. If there's any...
What we've been doing is leveling up our heats. So I've had one really bad spike on the stream so far. But that's not to say that doesn't happen on Twitch either. My internet during the day is kind of booty. So I like that everybody, for whatever reason, has their like actual names. I guess that's just how people put their names on YouTube. I never have. Yeah, I can pull you up on the big screen in the living room now. You guys could probably put like Twitch on there too. I know most of your names because I stalk you. Go on, Lucas. I'm not gonna be on here long. What I'm doing is we're testing the waters, right? We want to see what we can do. We want to see what issues I'm gonna run into with my current settings, if any. And if I was curious to see if my internet could even run YouTube streaming, right? Very curious. But right now what I'm doing is I'm trying to level up my heat on the adamant rail. Let's go with...
Okay.
We're gonna try. We're kind of messing around a bit here. Trying to see what the delay between TV and mobile is. So I have things set to low latency. I do. I'm curious to find that out myself. On my studio page, it looks like there's a severe delay between me and what's coming out, but I don't know, right? Again, first time. I will say it was easy to set up. Basically, you're setting up a... It's the same type of setup as making a video. And then just taking the stream key, throwing it in my streaming software, Oh, wow. Are those heat-seeking? Wow, okay.
Should be useful.
So I don't know what the delay is going to be.
What's going on?
It should... Realistically,
Though you're not
TV and mobile should be close to the same, I would imagine. For delay.
I don't think I can get into
I
more
would
trouble at the moment. May this
think.
make your dishes that much more delectable.
We're just going to take...
listen.
Eurydice, you're more than...
I kind of want to take the nectar. I shouldn't, but I kind of want to. I'm gonna.
It'll be my pleasure.
Feeling better already.
I like the idea that YouTube offers the ability, like, people can subscribe to the channel, right? Like, straight off of a stream if they want to watch more of this type of gaming content on this platform, then they can sub to the channel, right? I like that. I like the potential, what it offers. That way, it's more of... There's just some work that needs to be done. Some kinks, little UI things that really aren't that hard for a company as big as YouTube or Google to figure out.
Should fetch me something.
No, it's way off. Mobile just said the thing about the real name. That was like 5 minutes ago almost. Oh, really? Mobile's like that far behind? Wow. Okay. Well, that's good to know. So mobile is like insanely far behind. Let's go here. I wouldn't have thought that. It might depend on the TV too, right?
The barge of death is never late.
Might depend on like what you're streaming with, what kind of TV, what kind of device you have. I don't know. It's all going to be very, very new. I know that in theory, there's less latency on YouTube, I believe, than Twitch. If you get things dialed in properly. I can make it, I have a setting on my end too that I didn't put on for no latency, which is probably where I want to get to. Probably where I want to get to because I talk to chat so often.
Olympus, I accept this message.
I would like to get to that point where we're at like no latency at all. It's just I don't think my internet, I have a feeling that requires a higher bit rate. Didn't say that, I just have a feeling. We can get scintillating feast. Why won't the game just give it to me? Why won't you just be nice? I really, really want it. Gonna have to check my settings and refresh. Hey, no, it could be on my end. This is like the... It could entirely be on my end. I have no idea with YouTube streaming how it works, what the optimal settings are.
Look who.
What I wanted to do is I wanted to at least see what the quality of these settings will be. I can at least watch back the VOD and say like, okay, well, this looked like shit. We can change that, or we can do whatever, and I can work from there. I'm hoping I don't have to change a ton to go from Twitch to YouTube and back and forth, because that would be a pain if I have to like make actual changes on my settings end. If it's just YouTube settings, then they'll probably save. Granny literally popped in here the second that I went live, which was funny. I do think people don't realize either that they're like if they frequently watch on YouTube, like, yeah, like it'll say your actual name in here, right? Like if that's what you've got filed under your email or whatever. Dang it. Do I do that? Or do I just take the... You know what? No. But to the people that have already popped in, thank you so much for popping in. At least I know that the chat works.
Name of Hades.
I know it's there and it's working, so that's good. We should be good to get like, oh, we can't get that. Oh, ice wine is there, man. I would love to get ice wine and scintillating feast. Oh my goodness, that would be so good. Tasty. I'm gonna roll it once.
No thanks.
Oh baby. See, like this stuff should still work too. Here's a test too. If I hit my buttons, the sounds should come through. That stuff should still work. The channel point redemptions, things like that, those things aren't here, right? So like at least those buttons, that will work.
Why, Lerner, you are looking positively fabulous, I have to say.
Which puts even more emphasis on that. This is not too bad. Yeah, none of that will work. None of those commands. There's no bot, so none of those commands, none of that kind of stuff is gonna well, no, because the thing I use to run those commands is tied to Twitch. So that none of that. Like, there's no commands or anything like that yet. That kind of stuff I knew wouldn't work. My stream deck will work, right?
You and me, 700 head.
So that part of it is going to require some work and figuring out what I can put in there that will work across both platforms. But yeah, I knew that stuff would not work today. I'm curious to watch it back though and just see how the footage looks. If it looks okay. It looks not bad. It's not 1080p.
Constitute again. I'll just take that.
I didn't get water either before I went live. Anywho. Lots of healing. I want... There are some emotes. I don't know how many, but there's some emotes. That kind of stuff is there. I can build a bot. I will actually add a bot to this. Not tonight or anything like that, or right now. But, I will build a bot in to the YouTube stream. What do we want to put on? I want to put on... Damn it, I kind of want to Dionysus again. We already have ice wine. We have that. Put this on? Maybe I'll put on Lament Plum. That's a redemption? What's a redemption? The little emote? That lagged.
Much nicer climate.
That was a little bit of lag there. That's your channel point redemptions. Those are the things that people say that YouTube needs to get, right? Is get like some channel point systems or something like that. More user friendly engagement. The dab. Oh, that's a dab. I didn't even notice. My chat is usually much closer to my eyes. with my Twitch streams. Way over. Chat's way over there. You got, it's normally more like there. Chat's like way over there. I can't really do anything about it either. At least not that I'm aware of. I do have some friends in the streaming world that have streamed on Twitch or on YouTube before, so I'll probably confide in them a little bit. But yeah, there's no Twitch stream tonight, so I thought this was a... I had mentioned that I would do pop-up streams on this platform. Whether... And there's no pressure to me on here to be, like, to get channel subs or anything like that, because I can't, right? As far as I know. There's nothing like that. I have no monetization on here.
Take care then.
It's all the same to me.
You know what, let's go here. Ooh.
Cheers.
Damn it! I really want Scintillating Feast. I think it would be so funny to get that coupled with Ice Wine. Would be hilarious.
How about some other boons
They won't
instead?
give it to me though.
Time to feast.
Oh well.
Meg, get away from him. Mother of all soul catchers.
Easy.
Olympus, I accept this message.
We can probably take rare crop here. Yeah, that's fine. I'm actually really excited to see, and when I watch it back, I know it's not going to be perfect. I know I'm going to have to work out some kinks on the streams, but I'm excited to see what it can do, how it works, the ins and outs of YouTube live streams. Oh, I can't punch you in the face to say hello in my traditional way. No, you can't, dude. I'm gonna look into that kind of stuff. I don't even have a bot on here yet, right? I literally just was like, okay, I'm gonna try. I had to wait 24 hours to go live. Was the deal. I was gonna actually do a test stream last night, but I had to wait 24 hours for YouTube to unlock it, which is a weird thing. That is different. I will say that's kind of odd. Because like I could literally make a an account to make non-live content and go live and post a video that minute, right? So it's kind of odd. Appreciate you stopping in though, Turbo, just to kind of like take a look and see. It was very, I was surprised. It said it takes 24 hours for them to kind of like verify and let me go live. Even though I'm already making content, non-live content on the platform. Just a little thing, right? Most people wouldn't know that. What, do they have to verify? I didn't even have to put anything in. I have no idea. They don't explain it. They don't explain what they're verifying or anything. It's just like, yeah, we have to verify stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, like I already had, you know, I've already posted like 40 videos on the platform and verify my sanity. Yeah, they want to make sure I'm not nuts. Yeah, I don't get it.
Maybe.
Sanity doesn't exist. No. If you had to put up with you as much as I do, your sanity wouldn't either.
Great shields.
So I like the I do, and I said it like that. I like the idea, and I had talked about trying this before all that crap happened with Tim the Tatman and Dr. Lupo. I had mentioned this just kind of like an off the cuff thing a couple of weeks ago on stream, that I was maybe gonna try doing the occasional YouTube stream. I have no idea if I will continue with it. I'll give it the old college try. I think it's kind of a nice thing to do, a nice little change. I have no pressure on here to rake in viewers or anything like that. Like, I'm not putting any pressure on myself for like growth numbers or anything like that. So that's nice. I have to put up with me every second of every day. Yeah. And Captain Cedar.
Always a pleasure, Charon. Desolation.
Take that. We might not even clear this run.
Big crowd, huh?
And another thing that I'm curious about was I saw it on the video that I was actually watching, was the guy had mentioned that if you go live on here, and you're going live on this platform, can increase your public watch hours towards getting monetized. But apparently going live and leaving your VODs up can harm the way that the algorithm looks at your non-live content. So that's something that I'm gonna have to like dig deeper into, and I'm gonna have to actually ask the question to people who like specialize in the algorithm. Just as insane. That's how you guys can tolerate each other so much. When you're both crazy, it's easy. You gotta die, bro. Yeah, he's dead. When you're working with algorithms, it does some funny stuff, you know? I have no idea what the metrics are it shows on the YouTube Studio either. It shows like the peak viewership. It shows like this chat rate. I don't know what that is. The amount of people chatting at the time, I don't know.
Enjoy the rest of your
I don't want
existence,
Mumbles to
James.
know I'm Dolly. That way he'll be nicer to me. But I have no idea who Lucas Cobb is. Exclamation point Dolly. I don't want him to know. All of those things are tied to Leorin board, right? So all I have is like my stream deck right now, right? That kind of stuff will work. But yeah, all the commands and stuff I've built in, those are things that are tied specifically to you or to Twitch, and I don't know if there's a way to tie them to YouTube. I have no idea if the Orin board has support for YouTube. I haven't looked in. I haven't taken the time to look into it yet.
There.
If they do, then I will use it. I will download a second Leorin board file and have one for Twitch, one for YouTube. I don't even have a bot installed for YouTube yet, so no, I have no clue. I have no clue, right? All I've heard is I've heard some really good things about YouTube, right?
This one, I guess.
And then on top of the good things, there's also some bad things, right? The UI isn't there, like that kind of thing. There's no, like, as far as I know, there's no way to like raid another channel, right? There's none of that. I just saw a video where Dr. Disrespect actually was talking about that, where he said like, he's like, I literally in stream and it's like, he said it's like everybody just goes out into thin air, kind of, right? They're just like left floating, and he said that's kind of weird, and it is. It's a bit different. But when you look into the underlying stuff, there is a lot of truth to the fact that these are things that YouTube can fix easily. It's gonna be lit, no mods. Yeah, there is no channel mods. At the moment, I don't think I'm gonna need channel mods on here.
Become unseen as I.
I would expect like a fraction of the viewership that I normally get on Twitch, like, so that would be like, you know, 2 or 3 viewers instead of 7 or something like that. Any boons you find are epic. No, we're gonna roll this because we still have a shot at scintillating feast,
I would like none of these.
and we're not gonna get it. Oh my god, it's gonna force me to replace something. That's horrible. That's terrible. I'll replace the dash.
Mind, will he?
Question is YouTube going to take the time to implement those things? I don't think it's time. I think I don't think it's anything for them. What I've seen is YouTube has zero interest in building a directory, and they've basically said that they have no interest in building a directory system like Twitch has. They have no real interest in building out like a directory like Twitch has. That system is not coming, based on like the head guy from YouTube Gaming. And I saw the message, and it made a lot of sense. Basically his take on that is it doesn't give any discoverability. What it does is it creates, he said it's like a kingmaker system, and it's true. What you end up with is like all the people at the top just grow and everybody else at the bottom remains kind of stagnant, right? But to like on a tech end, to add in the stuff that Twitch has is much easier to do than adding in the stuff that YouTube has that Twitch doesn't, right? Like, so what's the point of streaming on YouTube? Like, you mean because there's no directory or anything like that? The idea is they're gonna try, my understanding is the way YouTube works is that they want to implement a system where they will recommend live content in the same way they recommend non-live content, right? So if they know that you like live content, or they know that you like watching Call of Duty or whatever the hell you like watching as non-live content, they will recommend people who are streaming that in your non-live content feed, I think. I don't know. Instead of having a directory where people have to, it's actually apparently the opposite. There's no discoverability on Twitch, right? There's zero discoverability on Twitch. The directory system actually is the opposite of discoverability. It creates no discoverability unless you play games that have no viewers or nobody streaming them, right? It's not, when I say that it's going to recommend games that are like streamers that are playing like certain games that you like to watch content around, it's not just necessarily going to recommend, like, we'll just say Tim the Tatman for Call of Duty. It's not just going to automatically recommend him. It'll be like, okay, well, he likes this. They like, the algorithm is so complicated, right? That's my understanding of it anyway, is that the discoverability is actually not the issue. It's just more complicated than the simple system that Twitch has, which is just like oh, we put the top viewer, or the people with the most viewers at the top, and the people with the least viewers at the bottom. And if you want to find somebody that has no viewers, then you got to scroll for all of eternity to find them, right?
Princess Agrias.
That's my understanding. I could be wrong. But yeah, like my opinion is there's no discoverability on Twitch either. Live streaming in general has very little discoverability. Unless you play something and strategically place yourself in a category where you can get found.
The sea.
Which was one of the reasons why I stopped playing shooters altogether. Like, that's the honest truth. One of the reasons I stopped playing shooters was because of that. Because I realized back when I was on Mixer that there was no discoverability on that platform.
Wretches back where they belong.
The problem is on YouTube is that it's still pretty new as far as live streaming goes. People don't view it as a new platform. Instead, they view something like Glimish as a new platform, right? So they'll view something like Glimish as a new streaming platform. YouTube is too. As far as streaming goes, it's pretty new. It's just, it's been around for a hell of a lot longer as an overall platform, right? So and I have my own doubts about YouTube streaming, but if you don't go on it and at least learn the ins and outs of the system, you never will, right? Like I said in my post, I'm still going to stream on, I have no intention of getting off of Twitch because this platform just doesn't offer enough yet. Yeah, no worries, Turbo. Thanks for popping in, buddy.
I won't go back.
I just don't think that I want to just sit there and rely solely on Twitch
That does it.
for everything. I think relying on Twitch is a mistake.
Don't do that. Agrias. Not yet.
Not just for me either as a smaller streamer, but as bigger streamers even. To put all your eggs in that basket is probably a big mistake.
Let's have it out then, boy.
He should shatter when he gets down to 10% HP. Nice. Oh, I've never had that. I've never had that boon.
You have your mother's perseverance. Dear on. Take me home.
But again, guys, thanks a lot for coming through. I really appreciate the folks who have popped in. It helps me understand how the chat works. If I was just sitting here by myself, I wouldn't have any clue. Some people I watch stream YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Yeah, and they're not supposed to. If they receive money, if they're like a Twitch partner or Twitch affiliate, they're technically bound by contract not to be streaming on YouTube at the same time, but a lot of people do anyway. I don't have the bandwidth to be able to do that, so it's irrelevant to me.
Well, that was interesting.
There he is.
Everything is as it always was.
I've had the opportunity. Be very wary of that spirit, lad.
Yeah, there's people I talk to that also stream on both, and they know the risks, right? They know the risks. If I mean, Twitch doesn't care. Let's be honest, Twitch doesn't care. They just put that in the contract.
But this
If you were like a larger streamer, they might start to care.
What's new?
But yeah, literally, I'm not allowed to stream on both platforms, according to Twitch, in my contract with them.
Hey, welcome.
I'm allowed to only stream on both on YouTube when I'm not live on Twitch. It has to be different different content. All right, try one more quick run. What I do think, though, is I think that, like, one of the problems for me with the games I play is discoverability for these games on YouTube live will be difficult. Most of the streamers on the platform play
What's that one there?
popular, like super popular games. So that will be a difficult thing to overcome. But I'm not really looking to do that so much. But if you don't take any chances and you just sit there or whatever, or you end up like I was on Mixer and scrambling the second they pull the rug out from underneath you, which is ridiculous. What are those numbers on the bottom right of the screen? I've never seen them before. Oh, all the bottoms on the bottom, all the numbers on the bottom right, those are the currencies. Yeah, those are all the different currencies that are in the game. I guess I maybe usually have myself over top of them. I could actually sit closer to chat like this when I'm on here. Yeah, there's a bunch of different currencies in the game that you have to use for different things. I talk about them in one of my YouTube videos. Let's just throw on something here. It's not going to be a big... This isn't going to be hard. Shouldn't be hard as long as we get decent boons. Up to 19 heat.
Let's see what happens.
I have like a lighting issue over here. With my curtain. Okay, cluster bomb. Oh, we got rocket bomb, cluster bomb, triple bomb. I'm gonna start with clusters.
Hexagriff grows stronger.
Maybe this will be the run. Maybe this will be the run that we get the rocket cluster bombs. I haven't gotten them in a long time. They're just a lot of fun to use.
I'm rich.
One thing that's satisfying to know is that it was not hard to go live on YouTube. So yeah, all the currencies on the bottom, that's our money. The thing above our money, that's the 242, there's a 3 there. That's something that you use to flip the offerings, an offering you've been given on a boon. Does YouTube save VODs? Yeah, it does. It's a choice you can make. You don't have to save the VODs. I'm gonna run some tests on that also. Like I don't know if you heard me say, just before I went live, the video I was watching that was kind of giving me a bit of a tutorial on how to go live on YouTube. He did say, like, when he was going through those settings, he said, like, okay, he was talking about saving the VOD, and basically what he said was his understanding is saving your VODs hurts your non-live content in the algorithm. Now, I don't know how that works.
Let's see how quickly I can
Whether that's true or not, I would have to seriously look into it. Part of the reason that I even, if that's true, I would have to reevaluate how I'm doing things on YouTube. Because part of the reason that I'm even going live on YouTube is to eventually hit the monetization goals. This would make it easier for me to hit those marks. Because if you save anything that's left public, so if you leave a VOD public, it will count towards the requirements to make YouTube partner and get monetized on ads and things like that. And one of the reasons that I want to do that is then I'm not just sitting there relying on relying on you guys who sub to me monthly on Twitch. Then it's like a separate source of income for my content that doesn't come out of my viewers' pockets. If I could make money off of content without actually needing people to open up their wallets, that would be ideal. You're not even the main guy. Oh, dude. Okay. There's a little chance Mike will see this. I'll just tell you, I really hate the painting he's doing for me right now. What's he painting for you?
The underworld's power.
There's no chance Mike's gonna see this. There's probably almost no chance Mike will see it, right?
I'm here.
I found a guy on TikTok, and the only reason I'm mentioning this is because, like, Mikey likes Bob Ross. I feel bad, but it's ugly. Hey, it is what it is, right? I found a guy on TikTok who's like the Canadian Bob Ross. It's hilarious. It's a Bob Ross beachscape. This guy's videos are hilarious. Lupus Cobb? Huh? I don't think Dolly cares about anybody knowing his name except for Mr. Mombles. He's hoping that he can have a separate identity on here during these streams, and then he's hoping that Mr. Mombles and him can get along. I think he's gonna try and forge a new relationship, new bonds. I didn't even ask for it. He knows I think Bob's paintings are tacky and motel motif.
Oh, yes.
I will agree, some of his stuff is... Bob, his paintings weren't like insanely like amazing paintings. What was amazing about Bob was his personality. Right? It was more the entertainer than the actual artwork, I think. At least in my mind. I never watched him for the painting. I always ever watched him just for like the show. I feel like Lucas Cobb feels like the main character, like a main character name. It does have a really good feel. I remember reading that for the first time too, and I was like, that's a really nice name. Like it is a very catchy name. I will say that. I agree with you 100% there. It's a good name. Nice, we got that health.
Blood and darkness.
It's a great name for, I don't know like what kind of like character it would be, but it would be some kind of a character in a novel. So have we just confirmed that Granny is going to write a book, main character named Lucas Cobb. I have a question before I forget. Is the gameplay quality, not me, I don't care about me, the gameplay quality, you guys have seen this game enough, does it look similar to the quality on Twitch? Is it less? is it more pixelated? Is it like more ugly? Whatever, right? Just curious. Did you hear about what Lucas Cobb did this summer? I know, it's crazy what Lucas Cobb did. Completely different from the feedback I got in elementary school. Hey, Granny's a teacher. She knows her stuff. You heard what?
What else?
Where's my dash? Do I already have it? I need the dash. One more.
I'd like to see more options.
There it is. This button works. I think it works.
Damned either way, I guess.
Yeah, Granny's right in the book. I would read it. I would read that book. Yeah, but like Lucas Cobb said that he was cool with it, so I'm thinking it's a go. That's great. Oh. Fine, we'll take it. Take this as well. In this. How did I get so much money?
Hello, Fury.
Seriously, thanks a lot, guys, who've come through. Anybody who's came through here for this little Testaruni stream. We'll call it a Testaruni stream. Had a few different people pop in here, and that's very, very nice to have. Because without people coming in, I wouldn't know how the heck the chat works or anything. I have watched very few YouTube streams. Because I, like many people, don't go to YouTube for streams. Yet. Crispy lines, no pixelation, no blur or lag. Okay. Thank you.
See you back home.
I mean, I'll be able to watch it back myself, but it's good to get actual, like, user feedback, too. Now, I know that YouTube has a lot more viewing options, right?
Next stop.
Like, you can literally stream in 1440p if you have, like, the setup for it, which is crazy.
Go with that one.
And then there's this one dude who tries to befriend him, being all... Yeah, I know the cobbler, and everyone shakes their... I was gonna say that, too. He probably... I wonder how... I bet Lucas got called the cobbler all the time growing up.
Should come in useful. Next floor. Thank you.
And everyone shakes their head and rolls their eyes as if anyone could call Lucas Cobb that. I'm gonna put it out there. If you decide to make a second account or something because you don't like your name being on there, you can't figure out how, don't forget to subscribe to the channel with your new account.
You wanna die again?
One thing I'm curious about too is the way that this works. I think that the live stream content will recommend my my own non-live content, which is kind of cool. I think it will do that. Like yesterday, I filmed a short, a YouTube short from the Tim Hortons parking lot, or drive-through, I should say. It was about pumpkin spice. And I think if you guys are on mobile, Granny, Lucas, whoever's there, how does it work? Do you have an option to drop a like on the stream? Are you able to drop a like on the stream? I have no idea how it works. Where's this guy? He's like way over there. All right. This is good. The goal is to get up to 32 heat. Yeah, like or dislike. Okay, I wasn't sure. That helps too, right? All engagement is on YouTube. Engagement is key, right? And again, what I really dig about YouTube is the fact that you can support a creator without opening your own wallet and spending your own money. You don't have to. Whereas on Twitch, that's like the end all be all, right? People have to spend their own money to support pretty well. Oh, well, I mean, they can tune in, but for me to make money on YouTube, people don't have to actually spend any money of their own, which makes me feel pretty good. Uh-oh, it's Ida. You're on a level playing field here. There's no mods in this chat. I really want... I appreciate you guys so much for coming through here and just checking this stream out so that I can at least kind of test things. I really want to. This is where the pop-up streams are going to be from now on. They're not going to be... they're not going to be on Twitch. I'm still going to stream 4 days a week on Twitch. But this is where the pop-ups will be.
I salute you, Uncle.
Oh, nephew, but you needn't shower me with offerings.
You didn't know the Granbeck was a last name?
In the name of Hades.
To be fair, I had no idea either.
Off we go.
Yeah, so this is where the non-live or the non-scheduled streams will happen for the time being. This will be where all my pop-up streams happen. I tend to do one a week, or I mean sometimes 2 a week. Yeah, I think it's ran pretty good. Honestly, I feel like it's been pretty solid as far as stability went. I think it's been good. As far as the game goes, I've been clearing the hell out of the heats on this game. Of course. So that's like one. So yeah, like the liking thing. It sounds so basic, right? But it actually helps. So, like, if you guys want to support in any way that you can, liking the stream actually helps a ton. Right? Because it's all algorithm based. So liking the stream, liking videos, stuff like that, it all helps. So different than the way Twitch works, where like nothing, viewership is like your time watched, and likes and stuff like that. Well, follows and whatever, they don't really matter. Why won't the game give me what I want?
Any other boons for me?
It's just refusing to give us what we want. It's so good though. Realize it's not. I mean, I thought, I had no idea, right? These chats are so like it's hard to tell as a streamer if you're talking to a male, female, someone non-binary. You never know, right? I always just end up falling into this thing where I call everybody like dude and bro, and if they don't correct me, you're just forever like bro. And in fairness, I call my own mom bro. So we finally got Seastorm, which is a massive success story here. All that stuff still works. None of my regular commands work because I haven't built in a bot or anything yet. You didn't think Hideout was a last name? Be a hell of a good last name. All right, we're gonna put on the Lambent Plum. Hopefully we can get rush delivery. Kind of want to take this just to get it off the thing. Whatever.
To the top.
Only a few Grandbacks in other countries.
Time to pick a fight.
Oh. One second, I'm gonna try something here. Hopefully this doesn't kill the stream. I'm gonna put chat over there and OBS over here. And then hopefully that might be perfect. Oh my god, this might be the smartest thing I've ever done in my life, or the dumbest thing, depending on what happens right now. I think this might be the smartest thing I've ever done in my life, guys. And I've done a lot of smart things. Okay, you know what? I'll probably actually lose health here. Play it safe. Hideout would be a great last name. Probably not a great Swedish last name, but it would be a good, like, North American last name.
What do we have here?
I remember when I first read her name, I read it as I dash something. I did not read it as Ida's Hideout, that's for sure. It was I dash something. I was way off. I was way off the mark.
Pleasure doing business.
Why won't it give us... Maybe we... Oh, you know what? I don't have the boons for it. Oh, that was a different playthrough. Like, why won't it give me what I want? Well, for one, Gutter, you don't have the boons that you think you have. Do I have any money laying around here? No. The Adventures of Lucas Cobb and Rebecca Hideout. Now, like, I feel like you're onto something here, Granny. Truly, I think you're onto it. Why are you so strong? Such power. We were talking about how Dolly's actual name sounds like something out of a novel. Explosive fire piercing. Let's take explosive for now. It's not what I wanted.
Tell me, short one, where is your own armored suit? I would prefer not to do battle against one.
Come here, big bull.
That keeps the dress code very strict down there in Tartarus.
Dress code.
Get him, Meg! Yeah. Oh, oh, ow. You can play that game. Oh shit, I dove into him. Whoops. Fan fiction. I am a diehard Lucas Cobb fan. If we don't get some health going here, this won't be a clear, and I'm gonna be sad. Big sad. Nice. Fan fiction.
Cheers for the fight. Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay, wave pounding. Let's take this. This should be an easy run. I don't know what the problem is.
Hey, Van.
Did you miss me, Zagreus? I have a feeling this is...
So tomorrow's Mario Kart on Twitch, guys. That's the plan. I haven't talked to Mrs. Gutter yet. It might also be an 8-hour stream, so there'll be some. If it is, I'll let people know. I owe you guys an 8-hour stream. But if I do an 8-hour stream, I want to have a couple fun things planned for it, not just like play Hades the entire 8 hours. That's fun for me. Yeah, so we're gonna try and do Mario Kart tomorrow.
Always time to fish. Mine. Another car.
There's no stream tonight. I have to try and get actually I'm gonna be editing a video tonight.
More great shields.
I've really started to like the I think I prefer YouTube Shorts much more than TikTok, to be honest. Just the way that it works. There's actual data out there that explains the algorithm, which makes a heck of a lot more sense. There's a lot of statistics available to me, and I'm a big stats nerd, so I've been putting stuff on here that hasn't been getting put anywhere else. Like the Tim Hortons drive-through thing yesterday was literally only on YouTube. Get Minecraft on the Switch? I could. You guys have been asking me to do that for a long time.
Look what I found.
How many people can you have? Mikey's gonna join in on Mario Kart, is he? Very good. How many people can you have play in a world on Minecraft now? Is it still just like 4 people? I feel like it would be 4 on the Switch. I'm not gonna beat this, and that feels bad, because I should beat this with this build.
Time for a boost.
12, I think. You can play on Realm. Okay, I have no idea. Ooh. You have to go here. Yeah, I don't know how any of it works. We are so dead.
Should help keep me going.
Weight pounding, have to take it. We need that damage.
Power of the gods.
I'm so dead.
It is as the king's.
Oh man, this guy does way too much damage. So dead. There's no way, man. There's no way. Can't do it. I'm gonna take way too much damage. Get away from that. We gotta run. Nobody touch me. No! I can't believe I'm gonna lose this run. I'm like 1 hit away from being dead. He's dead. Woo! Wow, wow, wow. Boop. How goes the tube? I think it's going fine. It's just a test stream. Most of, like, again, like a lot, I don't have anything in here yet, right? I literally don't have anything. I don't have bots. I don't have anything.
You really think you can get out of here?
I do.
So that's one of the hard things. Thanks for stopping in, though, Cedar. Cedar's got it sorted out. She's gonna be like, oh my god, look at all these people's names. And there's some fictional character named Lucas Cobb in here. I have no powers here. You're just a regular person. Okay, let's put... Oh, man, we have to do this. Lucky Tooth. Do I have anything I can sell? Not really. Lucky Tooth on, though.
I'm out of here.
Hey, it's a cedar sighting. Honestly, guys, I can't thank you guys enough for popping in here, though. I really appreciate it, because it'll help me a ton understanding how YouTube Live works. A simple civilian.
Don't spend it all in one place.
If it was just me recording a VOD and going like, oh, well, I went live on YouTube and I have no idea what the hell happened after that, that would make it very difficult to really look into the numbers. I read that as pooping. Pooping briefly before back to work. I'm gonna pretend it said pooping for my own comedy. You're a regular peasant. And I might do the odd funny thing on here, like this is because these are gonna be unplanned streams, right? So I don't know, we'll see. There might be some stuff that happens on here that is literally just gonna be like the people that show up for these streams are gonna see some funny stuff, some different things, and that's it. We'll see. Oh lordy. Just having a quick old poop before I jump out. Anything we can sell? I could sell slicing shot, but I don't want to. Wizbro? You never know. You might see Wizbro. He hasn't really revealed much about himself. I love that you read my comments with a British accent. I don't know. I don't even notice half the stuff I do. At least you notice what I'm doing. I gotta give people, and I should actually give everybody their own voice. Like, that's a good idea.
Hello there, Dionysus.
He's still he is a man of mystery.
Lord Dionysus.
I should give everybody their own voice. When I read the comments, that would just add to it. Let's do... that would be nice. Let's actually take positive outlook. We don't have very many death defiances, so resistance will be good.
Searching.
It will not be futile. Oh, do we want this? No. We have everything we want from him. I think. But yeah, I think there will be content on here that potentially doesn't happen on Twitch, just for fun. It'll be like the exclusive club of people who showed up. I'm not even advertising this as something that I'm doing. Like, I'm not even putting it out on Twitter or anything. I haven't mentioned it anywhere. Because I'm not, I honestly, like, I don't have insane expectations of it, so I'm not gonna, like, promote it like crazy. Oh, shit. This is not good. You gotta go, bro. That is not good.
Power of Olympus.
Well, that's not good either. I wonder we're dying.
Heading back.
You did it in Gilded. And Gilded I did. So that's like our community, right? So I've mentioned it on Gilded and I've mentioned it in Discord. But I'm not like I'm not like advertising the streams, you know? Not like hardcore
Look out for the road ahead.
like you maybe normally would. What I will do is I will continue to mention it in the Gilded in the... I got the notification on YouTube. You should, if you're subscribed to the channel, you should get notifications, right? I don't like, I mean, I don't think it pushes it as hard if you don't have the bell on. I don't know how that works. I'm so new to YouTube. I'm not new to streaming, but I'm new to YouTube. Realistically, this is the third different platform I've streamed on in the last couple of years. Started on Mixer, right? So I don't think we're gonna clear this with it. I don't know. The health we have right now, it does not feel good. I mean, it's fine. We're on 18 heat if I don't, or 20 heat, I think. So if I don't beat it, it's not the end of the world. I just would really like to keep the streak going. One second, guys. I just got to get a drink of water. I'll be right back. I'm not going to put it on another scene. Sorry. Here I am. I have returned. All right. With water in hand. Peter, take care. All right, let's go.
A moment's rest.
Okay, finally we got enough there.
Thank you, mate.
Go on special. Yeah.
Powered up.
No, I guess we'll take this. Whatever.
Maybe it's in here.
His name's too... Your name is just too damn good. I'm very excited to actually watch this stream back and just see the quality, see how it, see what I can do to make it good. Well, I guess we're taking this.
I'll just tuck that away.
I guess that's gonna make us full health, so maybe we'll be fine.
One cinder sack for one good boy. Just what I need.
There are some names you stumble upon in life and you just know you're not going to forget them. Exactly. Yeah, I agree with that completely. There are definitely people who have memorable names and people who have forgettable names. 100%. And I'm a person who's always like memorized a lot of people's names through working at the pharmacy or whatever. I always took a lot of pride in remembering everybody's names. But there were definitely people who were easier and other people where I had to take like half a second to kind of like, oh, your name's whatever.
Got here as quickly as I could.
I've other...
Why don't you let your wretches rest in peace?
Oh, you gotta die, bro. Don't come back. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Get him, Poseidon. There are some names out there that just are like really don't feel good. I personally, I love both of my girls' names. I picked both their names actually. Mrs. Gutter, for whatever reason, left it up to me to pick the kids' names. Why she left it up to me, I don't know. So I sat there after they were born. We didn't pick them ahead of time. And both kids, I kind of did the same thing. I just sat there with them in private, and I just kind of like whispered to them and talked to them and kind of like said, like, you know, how do you feel about this name or whatever, right? And I just kind of waited for any kind of reaction to them. And that's how I named them. So our second daughter, Nora, Mrs. Gutter was actually in the washroom, and that was my moment to kind of sit there with Nora alone, and I was like going over these names, right? It was like you know, Nora or maybe Harper or something, like I can't remember what the other one was now. And then like so she came out of the washroom and I was like, oh, here's Nora. that was it for her. Yeah, it's unusual, I think, for the dad to name the kids, and I had given Mrs. Gutter full like authority to name the kids. But yeah, I gave them their full names, middle names, and everything. Both of their middle names are actually a I might have actually shared that with you guys before. Their middle names are actually a nod to mine and Mrs. Gutter's infertility issues and the struggles that we dealt with. So one of their middle names is Hope and the other one is Faith. So they both have very, very pretty names. Very involved with the naming of us kids. Oh, really? Yeah, see, like, I always just assumed that the mom kind of, like, wanted to take more control of naming a child, but Mrs. Gutter left it more in my court. It was kind of like, if I threw a name out there that she didn't like, she'd be like, no, right? So, we definitely didn't have names picked out ahead of time. I mean, there's no really wrong way to do it. Yeah, I think they got beautiful names, right? And I'm a person who likes more, not necessarily classic, I guess you could say that, older style names, right? So I feel like Charlotte and Nora are very nice names, and I wanted them to have a name when they're older that they can grow with. Not, you could give your kid like a really cute name is what I'm basically saying, right? And as like you guys probably have the same thing over there. You can like you can give your kid like a super cute name that's like great for a little kid, but maybe it's not something that really rolls off the tongue as like a professional sounding name when they're older or whatever, right? Or something that they'll be like proud of when they're older. So that was important to me, was to make sure that you figured I was a Nora Jones fan.
I knew you could do it.
It was important to me to give them names that they would be able to say, like, when they're older, not just children, like, yeah, my name's Charlotte, and it rolls off the tongue, and it's not like, it doesn't feel like it has like an age limit on it kind of thing. She literally went to dance class with a girl whose name was Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. Apparently the parents had arguments about our brother's name, then cooled down a bit with the two of us. But one of my middle names are just from dad really liking a song. And that's fine, right? That's fine. It has like some like feeling behind it. That's good. I've always felt like middle names should carry that anyway, carry like some real meaning to someone somewhere somehow, right? Not just like a throwaway name. That's my feeling is.
So moved.
I had baby names I wanted for my future children, but then I met people with those names, and let's just say I don't want those names anymore. And sometimes that happens too, right? When we named our firstborn, when we named our firstborn Charlotte, people automatically assumed we were naming her because the princess in England, like the young baby in England that's a princess now, they thought that's why we named her that, and we were like, no, we didn't even know that was her name. I had no idea.
He does.
If anything, it had more to do with the book Charlotte's Web than that.
So you decided.
Fan, wait. Orpheus must be in Asphodel.
I'm keeping careful.
I think we're good there. So yeah, I've always found naming to be interesting, right? And I don't want to like crap on people's naming stuff, but I mean, like, naming your kid Khaleesi is pretty bad. I'll just put that out there.
I get the perks of getting to slay father's forces.
I had a friend that named his daughter Valoria after the Pixies song, and I thought it was so polarizing. So yeah, I mean, like, I feel like some stuff like that, right? Like naming a child after a specific thing. Like I said, the example Khaleesi after the main character or one of the main characters from Game of Thrones is really, really rough, I think. and like I could see like your kid growing up and being like, oh, I'm just gonna go by my middle name, thanks, because I don't want to go by that anymore. My other middle name is from both my grandmothers. They had the same name, so it was perfect. Yeah, so Charlotte's the exact same as you, actually. So she's got two middle names. Her middle names are Margaret. That's my grandmother. My mom's name was Margaret, and same as Mrs. Gutter's grandmother. Her name was Margaret as well. So she's got Margaret Hope as her middle name. Granny as in me, not grandmother. Names are cool. I love talking about names and where they come from and stuff like that, right? Especially like when you're talking people from different regions of the world, like there's different names, right?
Prince's chambers, although his lack for an opponent limit.
Face me yourself, old man.
The friend's name was Carolyn, I believe. I mean, over here we would spell it with a C, likely, unless you get a little crazy, right? There are some people that I feel like they just grab a bag of Scrabble blocks and like a bag of Scrabble letters or whatever, and they just dump it on the counter and say, there we go, there's our name, let's roll. Anyway, I don't think I'm gonna stay on too much longer, guys, as in like I'm gonna probably end the stream right now. I got some things to do. I was really glad to get on here, do this, and hopefully everything was good. I appreciate you guys for coming through. I really do, because it's going to help me a ton figuring this whole YouTube thing out. I have no idea how it works. Still, I went live. Khaleesi just sounds stripper. I don't know for Game of Thrones, poor child. I mean, it's just not a name that I would want to walk in as like a 30-year-old, right? And, you know, be applying for a job or something and be like, yeah, my name's Khaleesi. Like, it just doesn't roll off the tongue. It just doesn't, you know? It's just not, you know, you would be answering questions for the rest of your life too. Like, oh, why'd your parents name you that? When I write in chat, I always say Granny and not Sarah. Yeah, I mean, like, it is what it is, right? She's known as Granny around these parts. All right, I'm gonna go. Guys, thanks a lot for coming through. Tomorrow's Mario Kart on Twitch, of course. Thank you a lot for coming through, hanging out. I appreciate it. This is going to be where the pop-up streams happen from now on. Whether people show up or not, that's up to them. And yeah, I plan on having a lot of fun with YouTube in the future. So that's why I wanted to explore this. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, with our race cars. It's weird not having anybody to raid, but yeah, we're just going to end the stream. Take care, guys. Thanks for everything. Bye, Lucas Cobb. Oh, jeez.